y'all, Jamie from Country Diggers here. Today we're going to do more princesses behaving badly. Okay, today we're going to talk about Noor Inayat Khan. She was the forgotten Muslim princess who fought the Nazis in World War II. So stay tuned for that. Okay, it's coming a big rainstorm right now, so I might have to talk a little louder for you to hear me over the rain. But today we're going to Princesses Behaving Badly again from Linda Rodriguez McRobbie and an article by Amanda Prahl in ThoughtCo. So here we go. Noor Inayat Khan, the forgotten Muslim princess who fought Nazis. She was a Muslim of Indian heritage. She was born January 1st, 1914 in Moscow, Russia. She died September 13th, 1944 in the Dachau concentration camp in Bavaria, Germany. She was the first child of Inayat Khan and Prahl Amina Begum. On her father's side, she was descended from Indian Muslim royalty. His family was related closely to Tipu Sultan, the famous ruler of the kingdom of Mysore. Her mother, Prahl Amina Begum, born Ora Ray Baker, was an American from Albuquerque, New Mexico. Noor was also known as Noor Ayat Khan, Nora Ayat Khan, or Nora Baker. She was also a renowned British spy in World War II, codename Madeline. Kind of like codename Josephine for La Femme Nikita. But anyway, during one period of World War II, she handled clandestine radio traffic in occupied Paris, nearly single-handedly. Khan also broke new ground as a Muslim female operative. As a young adult, Khan attended the Sorbonne to study child psychology. I think that's that might be in France. I'm not sure. She also studied music with the famed instructor Nadia Boulanger. During this time, Khan produced musical compositions as well as poetry and children's stories. When her father died in 1927, Khan took over as the head of her family, caring for her mother and three siblings. In 1940, as France fell to the Nazis, Nazi invaders, the Khan family fled and returned to England. Despite her own pacifist leanings, Khan and her brother both decided to volunteer to fight for the Allies, at least partially in hopes that the heroism of a few Indian fighters might help improve British-Indian relations. Khan joined the Women's Auxiliary Air Force and was trained as a radio operator. By 1941, Khan was bored with her posting at a training camp, so she applied for a transfer. She was recruited by the Special Operations Executive, or SOE, the British spy organization during the war, and specifically assigned to the sections related to the war in France. Khan trained to be a wireless operator in occupied territory, the first woman to be deployed in this capacity. Although she did not have a natural talent for espionage and failed to impress in those parts of her training, her wireless skills were excellent. Despite these concerns, Kahn impressed Vera Atkins, the intelligence officer who was her superior in F section. Kahn was selected for a dangerous mission, to be a wireless operator in occupied France, transmitting messages and serving as a connection between agents on the ground and the base in London. Operators could not stay in one location for long due to the likelihood of being discovered, but moving was also a risky proposition due to the bulky, easily noticed radio equipment. By the time Kahn was assigned this mission, operators in this job were considered lucky to survive 2 months before being captured. In June 1943, Kahn, along with a few other agents, arrived in France, where they were met by Henry Dericourt, a French SOE agent. Kahn was assigned to work in the sub-circuit led by Emile Gary in Paris. However, within weeks, the Paris circuit was discovered, and almost all her fellow agents were swept up by the Gestapo, making Kahn the only remaining operator in the region. She was offered the option to be pulled from the field, but insisted on staying and completing her mission. For the next 4 months, Kahn went on the run, using every technique possible, from changing her location and more. She evaded the Nazis at every turn. Meanwhile, she determinedly continued doing the job she was sent to do, and then some. In essence, Kahn was handling by herself all the spy radio traffic that would normally be handled by a full team. Unfortunately, Kahn was discovered when someone betrayed her to the Nazis. Historians disagree as to who the traitor was. There are 2 most likely culprits. The first is Henry Delacourt, who was revealed to be a double agent, but who may have done so on orders from British intelligence, now MI6. Now, I don't know if this means that he was a double agent on the orders from MI6 or he betrayed her from orders from MI6. But anyway, the second is Renee Gary, the sister of Kahn's supervising agent, who may have been paid off and who may have been seeking revenge on Kahn, believing she had stolen the affections of SOE agent France Antolin. It is unknown if Kahn was actually involved with Antolin or not. Kahn was arrested and imprisoned in October 1943. Although she consistently lied to investigators and even attempted to escape twice, her shortened security training came back to hurt her, as the Nazis were able to find her notebooks and use the information in them to impersonate her and continue to transmit to unsuspecting London headquarters. This resulted in the captures and deaths of more SOE agents who were sent to France because their superiors either did not realize or believe that Kahn's transmissions were fake. Kahn attempted to escape once more along with 2 other prisoners on November 25, 1943. However, a British air raid led to their final capture. The air raid sirens triggered an unplanned check on the prisoners, which alerted the Germans to their escape. Kahn was then taken to Germany and kept in solitary confinement for the next 10 months. Eventually, in 1944, Kahn was transferred to Dachau, the concentration camp. She was executed on September 13, 1944. There are 2 differing accounts of her death. One, given by an SS officer who witnessed the execution, portrayed it very clinically. A death sentence pronounced, some sobbing, and the execution-style deaths. Another given by a fellow prisoner who survived the camp claimed that Khan was beaten before being executed and that her final words were "liberate." Posthumously, Khan was awarded multiple honors for her work and her bravery. In 1949, she was awarded the George Cross, the second highest British honor for bravery, as well as the French Croix de Guerre. It's some kind of cross with a silver star. Her story endured in popular culture, and in 2011, a campaign raised funds for a bronze bust of Khan in London, near her former home. Her legacy lives on as a groundbreaking heroine and as a spy who refused to abandon her post, even in the face of unprecedented demand and danger. Now, that was a brave woman, okay? She deserves to have a statue made of her. She is a brave woman. Was a brave woman. And I got, there was a page and a half in Princesses Behaving Badly book about her. Only a page and a half. And I wanted to know more of her, so I looked her up on the internet. What an incredible, interesting woman. This is a brave woman, and she deserves to be mentioned. All right, y'all. Have a nice day. Hope you enjoyed.